You have started on your Pilates journey with mat work and you want to enhance your work and you are debating whether you should be doing actual studio work or, let's say, equipment work. So, quick little historical fact which will probably help you to understand. Joseph Pilates, never meant for the mat work to be predominant and prevailing, but for the equipment. He actually had these equipments from the very beginning as he started building the studio. And then as an add-on, he gave exercises on a mat for people to enhance their understanding and should they need or want to do something during their holidays. So my aim for you today is to show you an exercise of the mat, which you will know, translating it on the various equipments. So at the moment I am on the reformer, but I will also show you an exercise on the Cadillac. Like in a minute, I will take you onto the Wonder Chair and will show you the relevant exercises and their links. So we will start now with the hundreds. So the hundreds that you know from your mat work, there's obviously various versions. You can have legs bent, you can have legs straight, sorry. You will reach forward and then you inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. And you do this, as you know, 10 times. So you're doing hundreds. And you can see that although I am doing well, I have no connections. I can show this, I can show that, because there's nothing holding me. I'm holding myself. Now I will show you the equivalent on the reformer. I will choose to do the version where the legs are down, but the version can be done with the legs up, obviously. So here you can see straight away, I have a connection with the strap, which I'm pushing forward. And as you can see, as I'm pushing this forward, it's helping me to lift my head, my shoulders, and it's connecting me more into my abdominals, much, much more than if I was to do it on the mat. As you know, 10 and 10. Okay, so this shows to you that these strong springs that this bed is connecting with the straps is giving a full connection from front to back and from up to down. Okay, so we move on now to another of your favorite exercises when you're doing mat work, which is your roll up. So you roll up, you start from this position and you roll the spine down. You bring the arms over the head, you bring the arms to shoulder height, and you roll up. But again, no add-ons, no aids, no support. So I didn't talk about it when I was on the hundreds on the reformer, but some of you really struggle with the roll-up. The roll-up is a really hard exercise for your back. Not so much on the going down, we all manage, but on the roll-up, some of you find yourself stuck. No way of rolling up, no power, or no articulation through some of the bones of your spine. So it kind of goes there and then it goes there. That's a more typical reaction of the spine. So now, taking this now to the lovely Cadillac. One big advantage straight away, I have a bar to hold. Yay, great. So the fact that I have a bar, number one, as I press the bar down, I'm going to start to connect my shoulders, which if I'm just lying there on the floor, I'm going to not necessarily feel that connection. That connection is going to help my stomach. So I don't know if you can see from where you are, but as I pull my arms down, I get a stomach connection. The fact that my feet are against this bar gives me a know-how of where my feet are. So when I'm rolling back, if my feet come off, I know that I'm messing around with my hips and spine. So as I push my heels down, press the connection into the shoulders, I will feel a much better rolling up and down of my spine. When I come back up, hooray, the bar is helping me up. So giving me the possibility to do what my spine just really didn't want to do on there. May that be the case because every client is different. So hopefully that's also helped you. You can also see little detail, legs together, legs apart. For some of you men who are very tight in the hips, this business of mat work, you don't like it because for you guys to sit up like this, seeing the tightness in the hips is hard work. Okay, moving on now to our wonder chair. Okay, we're now moving on. So far, we've been doing 2 basic intermediate exercises to something a bit more advanced. So for my side lifts, I need quite a lot of strength through the waist, through the shoulder, through the whole core. This is already quite a hard exercise. So personally, I manage it well, but hey, I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to be able to do this by myself. I practice enough. Okay, so I'll do it one more time. You can see that this requires quite a lot of control. So probably to get to that level, there can be quite a bit of frustration because of its difficulty. I will now show you on the wonder chair. So going upside for the wonder chair, it is not exactly the same exercise, but it gives you the same musculature to then perform this easily. So I'm going to press this pedal down. I am again in a sideways motion, and I'm going to be helped by the pedal to lift up and back down, and up and back down. Okay, good. So you can see that I had to work really hard here, but the positioning, the original approach was actually not that difficult. Getting myself here is not difficult. However, with the pedal and with the springs giving me a little bit of a oomph, I go, wow, this is amazing. I could have never done this with just a floor. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of a taster, and really it is a little bit of a taster, of 3 exercises in my Pilates studio with the equipment that you see the versatility. Because let's be really honest, not all clients are the same. I have one type of body. I'm very mobile. For me, Pilates gave me a real internal strength. But for someone else that walks in that is an athlete, that internal strength might be already there, but there might be a lot of stiffness. So I'm going to have to put this person through certain exercises of big opening. It could be a recently having given birth, 3 children in a row, really weak abdominals. I'm going to put this lady through certain exercises to do with strengthening the core a lot. It could be a young child with a scoliosis. So if I can just show you around this room without taking you there everywhere, you can see this room really has a lot of equipment, barrels, reformers. At the back of the room, you have the guillotine, which, can I just say, it sounds horrible, but it isn't horrible. It is quite a lovely piece of apparatus that you can lie underneath and do all sorts of things for the arms, for the legs, for the spine. Pilates is a great thing. It really, really is. So if you are stuck with your mat, or you just want to move on, or you have things that you go, when I do mat work, I keep being stuck. I just cannot move on. The teacher says, try this, do that, give me a band, give me a weight, give me a mat. You might want to approach it from an equipment point of view. So hope to see you there.